The number 6 UFC flyweight Brandon Royval will be facing Brandon Moreno this weekend at the UFC 255. And he has given us some time to speak before this bout. So, Brandon, thank you very much and welcome to Somos MMA.
Oh, man, thank you guys for having me.
Brandon, obviously this is a special week. So I want to ask you first, how are you feeling? Are you anxious, nervous, confident? Tell us. How are you feeling?
A little bit of all of it, man. I'm all over the board with it. I'm a little anxious, nervous, happy, excited, all the above. Kind of kicking myself in the butt for taking a fight and not being able to eat all I could eat when I got back to the States. But I'm excited to be here, and I don't know, man. I'm just excited to kind of showcase myself and against such a skilled opponent.
I can imagine. And Brandon, many people think that this is the most important fight of your career. I want to ask you, first of all, what's your opinion on that? And if the preparation for this one was special?
The preparation on this was not special, but I do feel like it is the most important fight of my career for sure. I kind of been working with some of the same guys I have been working with. I think Brandon Moreno and Kai Kara-France are a little bit similar in a sense, not like completely similar, but they have like a little bit of similarity striking that I can kind of that I didn't really have to change too much. But that being said, I do feel like this is one of the more important fights I've ever had.
Brandon, a lot of people, me included, think that this is one of the more important fight of the card, even more than the championship fight between Figueiredo and Alex Perez. What do you think about that?
I think it's the most exciting fight on the card. I don't know if it's the most important because it's a belt, but I think that this is going to be the most exciting, show-stealing, and I think that we're going to be like, I think we're going to steal the show, me and Brandon Moreno.
Do you were surprised when they give you this fight because Moreno was going to fight against Alex Perez? So how do you receive the news?
I asked for it. I heard Alex Perez was getting the shot at the title, and this was the day after my fight, and I kind of caught rumor of all that was happening. And I just asked my management. I was like, hey, I'll throw my name in the bucket as soon as possible for that fight because I want an opportunity, man. And I knew I just beat Kai Kara-France, and I knew I had a little bit of hype behind me off that fight. And I wanted to just keep riding with it and see if I could kind of get like a big fight between them. So I knew that fighting Brandon Moreno would be like a good opportunity to just improve my name and then boost my rankings in the UFC and just kind of make a name for myself. So I asked for it. It wasn't anything that like they came up to me about. As soon as I heard about what happened, I was like, oh, does that mean Brandon Moreno needs an opponent? Like, I'm ready to go. Like, I'm ready to do this thing.
And Brandon, were you surprised when you find out that Alex Perez was getting the title shot and not Brandon Moreno? Because Brandon Moreno is the number 2 contender, I think. So were you surprised about that?
No, not at all, because I think Alex Perez only has like one loss in the UFC. He has more finishes than Brandon Moreno. I think they have similar opponents, and I think he's finished them. And I think he's beat him a little bit more. He's been a lot like better performer, or has a lot better performances in the UFC than Brandon Moreno. So I think Alex Perez has been super impressive, and I think that he should be ranked higher than Brandon Moreno in a sense because of his accomplishments. But so not really, but at the same time, there is like a ranking system, and you see that Brandon Moreno's ranked a little higher, and so there was a little bit surprised, but for the most part, I wasn't too shocked by that one.
And Brandon, well, talking about the fight, what are you expecting for Saturday night? What do you think is going to happen between Brandon Moreno and you?
Pure chaos, man. I don't want it to be. I hope I beat him up, but I think it's gonna be a little chaos, a little back and forth, and I'm pretty much expecting to be lumped up after this fight, just because who my opponent is and who I am. You know what I'm saying? So pure chaos, man, and I definitely expect to get another 50 Gs and have a performance or fight of the night for sure.
Let me one more, Ennio, please. What are going to be the keys for your victory, Brandon? And what do you need to be careful of Brandon Moreno?
Brandon Moreno, I think, is a real strong grappler, and he's good on top, and he's good at avoiding submissions on top. So I think I need to like wrestle a little bit more and get back up instead of fighting off my back, which I kind of like to do. And I think just being a little like me, but just be a little bit less of a brawler than I am sometimes in my fights. I think in my Kai Car France fight, you saw me brawling a little bit. And I don't think that's the key to victory on this one. I can brawl with him, and I think that would be like a fun fight. But I think me being a little bit more of a technician would be to my advantage.
Brandon, here in Somos MMA, we joke about who's gonna win. That fight is gonna keep the Brandon name. You know. I want to know if you think if you win this fight, you gonna earn the title shot.
I don't know if I'm gonna earn the title shot because I heard Garbrandt's next no matter what. But if I win this fight in good fashion, man, I don't see why it wouldn't be a possibility that my name would be up there. And or like if Garbrandt falls out, why I would be like right there to get that title shot next. So it's definitely something that's like in the back of my head, but not at the forefront of my mind right now. But it's a possibility, right? And me winning it's going to give me one step to that title shot no matter what. So either way, me winning this fight's going to be good things for me.
And I want to ask you, for your fight against Cara France, because it was a crazy fight. It was so good fight. I want to hear from you. How does it feel? Because you was almost to get it knocked, and you come back, man, and you win that fight. Describe us that last round, man.
I didn't really feel too like when I got hit, I didn't feel like I was like gonna get finished or anything. I think I just got more knocked off balance. I was on one foot, but I'm not really too sure. Maybe I did get rocked. I don't know. It was chaotic. It was definitely a chaotic first round, but I was having fun that fight, and that's what really matters to me is I was really having fun in the middle of the fight, and in the middle of the fight I was like smiling and trading shots and just having a good time in there, which was awesome. And to get the victory was even better. To get the victory right before two title fights was the best feeling ever. So I was excited to get the victory, and I was excited to be a part of such a good fight, you know.
Yeah. But this weekend will be a champion on the flyweight division, and you have said that you have talked about how the matchups have worked on your favor. So who do you think would be a better matchup for you, Davidson Figueiredo or Alex?
I think Figueiredo would be the better matchup for me, honestly. I think he leaves a lot of openings and a lot of holes in his game. I think he swings big, which is awesome, and like as a fan, I appreciate that. But as an MMA fighter, I think that leaves a lot of openings and a lot of holes in his game, and I think I can capitalize on that in comparison to Alex Perez, who does maybe a little bit of a safer route and more of a technical route than Davidson Figueiredo.
And Brandon, I was looking at your record, and more or less 2 years ago, on November of 2018, you got your last loss by unanimous decision against Casey Kenny, I think. What has changed since then up to now that brought you here?
So when I took that fight, I took it on a week notice because Casey Kenny's opponent got hurt, and so I took it on a week notice, and I cut like 25 pounds or something stupid. Cause like it was Halloween. Halloween was 1 week, and we were drinking, and cause I fought the month before, so I was drinking and like partying, and then I lost a bunch of weight, and then I don't know, and I definitely changed a little bit of my mind state too, because that Casey Kenny fight, I think he just wrestled me the whole entire time, and he was a strong opponent, and he's a great grappler and a great fighter, as you guys can see now, what he's accomplished, but. I don't know. I think my wrestling's gotten a lot better, and my defensive wrestling's gotten a lot better, and standing up has gotten a lot better. But yeah, I took that fight in like a week notice and cut a lot of weight.
Brandon, 2020 has been a great year for you. You have 2 fights in UFC against 2 top contenders, rival. What do you think about it, man? It's crazy. Last year we went fight here. Now you are fighting maybe for your shot for the flyweight title. Tell us.
It's been just a crazy 6 months for me. When I fight Brandon Moreno, it'll be like 6 months that I've been in the UFC, and it's been a crazy 6 months because I was working full time and before this, and I don't know, man. Like now that I'm a full time MMA fighter, it's just the greatest thing ever, and it's hard for me to like accept that this is my reality right now. So I'm just trying to get used to it, man, and trying to believe that it's all true. And even like trying to believe that I beat some of these guys is like a little bit mind blowing to me because, like I said, 6 months ago, I was working a full-time job and wondering if MMA was ever going to work out and all this stuff. So I'm glad I'm here, man. And I appreciate all of this, man. I appreciate like people wanting to talk to me, like you guys wanted to interview me and stuff. And I don't know. I feel like I had a long road to get to the UFC. So now that I'm here, I just appreciate every little bit of it and every little moment that's coming by for sure.
And we're glad for you, man. Last one for me. Who do you think is gonna win the title fight, man? Alex or Figueiredo?
I don't know, man. I'm really excited to see how they match up. I think people are underestimating Alex Perez a little bit. I think it wouldn't be too bad of an idea for me to throw a little couple cash on Alex Perez to get the job done. I get that Figgy beat Benavidez or won the belt twice in like dramatic fashion, but I don't think he was fighting the best Benavidez there is. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not like, I don't know. I'm not like necessarily sold on the Figgy hype right now. And I think Alex Perez has been putting a lot of great performances out there, and he's just been kind of flying under the radar a little bit. So I'm not sure, but I think the fight's a closer matchup than what it's put it out to be right now. So, but I'm not really sure.
Brandon, and you were talking about how it has been such a crazy 6 months for you, and I want to know what do your family, your friends, and the people that knows you, what do they tell you?
I don't know, man. It just depends on what fight it was. They tell me to put my hands up. They tell me to quit fighting so recklessly. They tell me a lot of stuff, but mainly they're all proud of me, man. They're happy to see that this has all come true and that I'm making this happen. I feel like most people don't really know anybody who's had like a dream come true like this, you know? So I have a lot of support going into this. I have a lot of people from Colorado that have my back in this fight game and that are like rooting for me. So it's really exciting to like hear all that. And I don't know, man, like I said, my family's great. My family's always been like the greatest support system.
And my last one, Brandon, we're getting closer to the end of the year, and as it is usual, the press starts to talk about the fighter of the year. Do you think a win this weekend could put your name into that discussion?
I don't know, man. There's some really impressive fighters out there. Like, I have really stiff competition, and if Kazmat or whatever his name is wins his next fight, I think he'd probably get it for sure because what he's done in the UFC, and if he beats his next Leon Edwards, man, that's impressive. But if he does it, man, I think I should be it for sure. If Leon Edwards wins and I beat Brandon Moreno, like, I thought all top 10 opponents. You know what I'm saying? I'm fighting the best of the best of the flyweight division, and I'm doing it in 6 months. So I don't know, man. I get that he's had an impressive run, but I'm fighting the who's who of the flyweight division. I'm not fighting any of these new guys and someone nobody knows, man. I'm fighting the top contenders in the flyweight division and getting finishes and establishing myself off top ranked opponents instead of a lot of no names, I guess.
Yeah, Brandon, thank you very much for your time, man. It was great to talk with you, and we wish you the best for what's coming, man.
I appreciate you, man. I appreciate all Argentina, man. Thank you guys for your time, man. All right, have a good day.
Gracias por visitar Somos MMA en YouTube. No olvides suscribirte a nuestro canal y activar las notificaciones para seguir disfrutando de nuestro contenido.